Hi guys, welcome back to Motorsport Manager Modded Ice Mod. Yes, I have recorded this pretty much straight after the last episode. I don't fucking care. I need to get these done this way. It's the only way I can get the time to record these. That and I've got a couple other things lined up, as I mentioned previously. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so a quick little reminder. We are 5th in the standings overall. Our target was 8th. We're punching well above our weight. We're 7 points behind Dale Coyne Racing and 10 behind Dreyer and Reinbold. I'm still thinking we can get ahead. It doesn't really affect us too much if we don't. The prize money is going to be the same no matter where we finish. Just be a nice sort of ego boost, I guess, or you know, a little bit of a boon if we can get further up. Obviously, finishing first and that does help, I think, with the marketability for the drivers. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, Florsch is in 7th after her 2nd win of the season. Tawny in 10th after finishing stupidly shit last time round. And we're in Phoenix again. So, yeah, we've got Phoenix again. If we go to our parts improvement, as you can see, we've got 35 days after the race. All of these will be at 100%. I'm not too sure if it's going to reach it. I'm wondering if we just get rid of the gearbox. 29 days, push on those. It's not far off that gearbox. We'll get these pushed up as close as we can to that top tier. Sorry, and we'll go from there, but see how it goes. We've got a little bit longer. I'll keep the gearbox in for now, but we do have a little bit longer to go. We've got another race after this one, so. There's 43 laps here in Phoenix. Yeah. My car is still the worst. We've taken the better sponsor for obvious reasons, and let's get on with things. Skip that. So, I still haven't decided, obviously, what's going to happen with regards to our drivers for next season. And because I'm recording this straight after yesterday's episode, I don't know what you guys put in the comments. But let me know. Let me know what you think. If you didn't comment on the last one, comment in this video. Tell me how you feel about getting rid of maybe Max and holding on to Florsch, or maybe replacing both of them if we can. Obviously, I think Max would have to be the first one to go. But, I don't know. Anyway, let's get these cars set up, shall we? So, let's push the rear wing angle to there. Handling, I feel like handling is not going to be a big thing for this race, so whereas top speed, I believe, should be. So if we set those there, we'll be fine. Get them on the softs. There we go. We get this. No, I'm saying that. Get this sorted out first, around about there. Handling again. Realistically, you'd think it'd be further down, wouldn't you? And top speed. We'll go there at the top speed, just in case. I want to keep it to that edge, if I can. There we go. I like that. We'll take the softs. We'll send them out. Off we fuck. Race trim 8. Tyres are fine. Oh, did I just press cancel? I did. Go. You. Race trim 8. And, yep. Go. Let's get that sped up. So, knowledge-wise, we're already at level 1. Get both of these drivers in now. Have a look at them. See how we're sitting so far. So we've got a good, a great, and a good here for Florsch. If we want to pull this away just a touch, I think that needs to be closer. So the top speed can probably come down by... Well, we'll do this first. I think that is going to be bang on. Top speed should be on. And for suspension, the handling, I think that is where it needs to be. We won't go too much further on those. That would do. See what Thorny has to say for himself. Poor, excellent, great. Okay. Well, we'll get him on qualifying now and onto these mediums. So top speed wise, we'll go there first. Won't worry about that. Let's do this one first. Let's go for that. Just lining up that Oh, bloody hell. There is a frog in my throat. Lining up that handling just a bit more. Like so. That's right on the mark. So I'm going to be this side or that side. And that might be enough there. So you can go on out as well. So Flourish is doing the softs and the race trim. If we bring her in now, we can have a look at her setup. Great, great, excellent. We can get that a little bit better. Qualifying trim 3. So we need to bring it a little bit further that way, in a little bit. Okay, that's fine. Do this one first. I feel like we can probably take it up to the line to get it, and then that might do the job. That might be a 99 possibly. I don't think it's a big enough change, but we'll have a look, see how it works out. Take the mediums, got the qualifying trim, off you go. And if we bring in Senor Max, who's already on his way in, so he ran out of fuel. He thinks we're being too aggressive with the wing angles. Okay. So we need to go a little bit further away. I think we need to go higher. I think we need to probably go to around about here. Max, fucking Chris would have been going. Yeah, he should have gone down in the first place. I know, Chris, mate. I know. All right. Still learning. Still learning. Possibly a little bit more that way. And then no. There. I think that's going to do it. Stick on a qualifying trim. Stick on these mediums. Might as well push them around a bit more. So we've got level 2 on the mediums and the qualifying trim. She's coming in. See how she feels. Good, great, excellent. Why haven't I nailed this already? I should have nailed this. It should have been nailed on by now. So we need to go away this direction. And with the handling set up, just need to go a little bit more that way, I believe. I think that handling's a little bit too far off. Just want to do that. That might do the job. And I think that's a bit too far, but see how it goes. Get them on these and stick them on the mediums. I mean, we could could take it in as just for a laugh, but right. Bring Max in, just double check how he feels about his. Very poor on the downforce. What the fuck? What's going on? Why am I fucking this up? Right, so we need to go. It's because I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm not looking properly at what I'm doing. That's the issue. It's around about there. Need to bring that just a touch shorter to there. That's poor. That's okay. Right. Mediums, race trim, just because. Get on out there. Oh, let's bring Flourish in. I mean, it's not like we need the knowledge at this point. We've got the knowledge. So we've got purples. That's good. Full purples. 99%. Lovely. We won't worry about pushing her out anymore. We'll find out about Max in just a second. Don't need to do anything just yet. Might as well let him finish up. He's happy with his aero setup now, though. Fuck me, why did it take me so many attempts? It should take 2 to 3 attempts to get this right. It's taken me a lot. 19th and 18th and 13th, not good. 2 Susie Perrys. And an Aaron Andrews. 2 Susies and an Aaron. So, we want qualifying trim and soft tyres. Qualifying trim and soft tyres. If we go to this car setup, that could be better. That could be better. I don't want to mess around with it too much though. We'll take the old softs. Same for you. And we're going to wait until quite late on in this to send them out. So around about 44 seconds for a lap. So we'll wait until there's about 3 minutes left, and then we'll send them out. 4 minutes left, I reckon, actually. Tell a lie. Just keep an eye on it. They're whinging, but it's fine. It's fine. I don't care about their whinging. So, slow this down now. I think if we send them out now, we might be okay. We'll get her towards the end, get her set up. Off you go, mate. Alright, smash this out. Fuck, you dog shit, look at that. Okay, pause it a second. Let's get you on some new tyres then. I was hoping we could do that without having to worry about tyres. But apparently that's not the case. Alright. We do get one more flying lap in. And it was an improvement. There you go, 11th and 14th. So, yeah, I shouldn't have taken those really shit tyres. I should have just taken the better tyres. But it's okay though, it's okay. 11th and 14th is better than 19th and 20th. Didn't get our sponsorship objective though. Marcel's here. Fuck you, cunt. But no Susie. Always make a look. Always look, just to double check. We'll take the race trim before I pick these tyres, because we don't really have much in the way of softs. 43 laps, and you can do 10 to 12 on those, 14 to 16 on those. 10 to 12 and 14 to 16. I mean, 14 to 16, ideally, could do a two-stopper on those. We want to get some pace in, that's the thing. I think we'll start off with mediums. Don't need to change her setup at all. And if we go to max, 10 to 12, 14 to 16. We'll start him off on a soft, so we'll give him 13 laps of fuel. So you can take soft and race. You can take medium and race. Driver strategy, attack, overtake, attack, overtake for the first lap and a half. So Ferrucci, Dixon, Glock, Hildebrand and Alishin leading the line for us again. So we know that Duforney's going to have to come in first. Let's bulk this out a little bit speed wise, see what's going on. 11th and 15th, 12th, 10th. Let's get this first lap and a half out of the way first, and then we'll start bringing that down and that down. So Duforney's down in 19th, like a fucking idiot. Nice little boost there though to get him ahead. Flursh probably could do a little bit better here. Go on, girl, straight up through the middle. Lovely. She's got herself back up to 7th. Glock's got the fastest lap. And we've got a nice little bit of action going on there. She's just about to lose out of position. Duforney really is struggling at this level these days. I'm wondering if we do need to replace him. It might be worth doing. Flursh is kind of holding her own, but Duforney I think is going to have to go. He's just not. He's not cutting the mustard anymore. Not really cut mustard. I've never understood that phrase. Really. Anyway. So we've got a bit of battling going on there. Flursh is looking to take 7th from Hinchcliffe. Could possibly do it. There you go. Deforney's jumped over 2 drivers. Lovely stuff. He has dropped back out to Kimball, though. Kimball managing to overtake him pretty much straight away. Flursh, we're going to let her build up her boost a little bit. Deforney pushing up into 13th ahead of Bell. On the tail of Kimball right now. Hildebrand setting a new fastest lap. Flursh a little bit slower than she should be, possibly. Get her to push. So she's up into 7th briefly. Who's that? It's Frines next to her. So she's taking 7th from Frines. Deforney in 13th. Could realistically gain himself 12th there. Can you get into 11th for me, mate? That'd be ideal. So he's pushing hard on his fuel still. He's worried about his fuel. I'm worried about his tyres more than I am his fuel. Have we got any battles going on in the midfield? Noonan and Buemi, 14th, 15th, teammates. Rather close to each other. Rossi and Kimball, they're giving each other a go. I mean, it's still quite tight in the field at the minute. And there's one good thing, I suppose, about Phoenix is because it's such a short track. It is rather, tight in. Flursh not being able to catch up with Hinchcliffe there. Deforney's got a bit of a boost available to him, so we'll make the most of that. He's probably got 2 laps available left, and then we'll bring him in and get him some new tyres. He's not doing too bad. Flursh, can you just give it a bit more welly, girl? Come on. He's just there. Oh, hello. We've got Bell on the tail of Deforney now. So we're going to have to set him up to come into pit now, I think, actually. Tell a lie. We'll give him mediums. We'll give him full whack on the fuel. 17. There you go. Parts looking okay. This is still fucking stupid. That's adding 3 seconds on. Adds 3 seconds on. It's unreal. Okay. I'm not even going to argue it anymore. They need to sort it out. Basically, yeah, it's just stupid. So he's come in. He's getting his tyres sorted out. He's not getting any parts fixed. Doesn't need to. That's something we might look at later on. Flursh still sitting 6th. Anything happening battle-wise? Sato Hawksworth? I don't know. All Frines and Peugeot, though. Frines, Peugeot, Kimball, Hinchcliffe, they're all very close to each other. Come on, Frines, hold them off. Who's that in 8th? That Peugeot. I like that car. That's a nice colour. That green is rather nice. So let's go over to Flursh, who is 3 seconds ahead of Frines. And is catching up on Timo Glock here. She's going to have to come in on this one. Shit, I wasn't keeping an eye on her. She's about to run out of fuel. Bollocks. Too interested in seeing what other people are doing. Right, low. And attack, I guess. Oh, fuck me. Why don't I keep an eye on that? Alright. Hopefully the momentum will take her around. Deforney's in 20th. Just about seeing out the fuel. Let's go to Deforney, who really does need to pull his finger out at this point. So Flursh drops down to 17th at the minute. Now to 18th. Weren't a bad pit though. Weren't a bad pit at all. So we'll get her to try and not get lapped. Deforney's still pushing hard. We're going to get him to bring back a little bit on the tyres. There we are. Should be able to gain a few positions going around. As there is 4 drivers in the pits. Should be able to get something out of that, hopefully. Be very disappointed if he doesn't. Flursh up to 15th. Deforney up to 16th, 17th. 16th. Up to 16th. So not too bad. We'll get him to go high. There we are. Flörsch in 15th here. We do have 2 drivers in the pit, so we'll be able to pull ahead of Buemi and Noonan. She goes up to 13th. We've got quite a few drivers ahead of us. Haven't pitted yet. Though Ferrucci and Dixon are both in. We're not going to be able to catch up with those guys at any point soon. That's how we could attempt to, I guess. Make an attempt here to definitely get ahead of Aleshin. Come on, mate. Come on, Flörsch. Come on, Flörsch. So Flörsch up to 5th now. I'm going to go neutral and medium. Well, we'll go high and medium. So she's up to 4th even. Tforney in 11th. His tyres are looking a bit more worn than anyone else on the fucking track. We're going to get him to conserve on those. And same with the fuel. We'll just keep on pushing on the fuel. Well, that's what I meant by same with the fuel. Anyone having a battle in the field here? Oh, Sato, Hunter Ray. Sato, Hunter Ray and Bell all getting involved with each other here. Sato ultimately losing out. We've got Hawksworth and Noonan. They're quite close to each other. We've got Kimball and Dixon getting involved with each other here as well. So Dixon's just set the fastest lap. He's just here in 8th. Kimball managing to hold him off though. So let's go over to Flörsch, who is trying to fend off interest from Aleshin. It's a bit old for her. I don't know. Tforney in 12th has lost a position. We'll use his boost. Hopefully he'll gain it back again. He does. But he is fighting off their line. We need to get him to go neutral on these tyres. I think the conserve is really detrimental to the position. But we do need to push. That's the thing. Looking okay on condition. We didn't do any weight stripping this time round, did we? Flörsch has just gained herself 3rd, pulling ahead of Timo, who's going to have to pit very shortly. Hopefully we can get Flörsch to pit around about the same time as Hildebrand. Tyres are around about the same level, so might be able to do it. Talking of which, Flörsch might be able to catch up with him and pull ahead. I think Ferrucci is too far ahead for us to be able to do anything about. Tforney's doing okay. Probably needs another 2, maybe 3 laps. And then we can pit him. Anything... Here we go. Aleshin and Dixon have just switched positions. And they're coming up on the tail of Freins and Kimball. So we've got 4 drivers here all looking to improve their standing. Dixon managing to get past 2 drivers there. Well done. Flörsch in 3rd. Not far behind Hildebrand. Hopefully be able to catch up with him. And does so. Sticking on to Tforney for a minute. I think he's got 1 more lap in him. Then we'll bring him in. Yeah, you've seen quite a bit of tyre wear. I can understand, mate. That's fine. We're going to get you to go to overtake mode. And then once you've gone past this pit, which you have done, we'll get you to push and we'll pit you, mate. 21 laps left. We can do 10 to 12 on those. And then 14 to 16 on those. Yeah, we'll do that first then. We'll give him 11 laps worth of fuel. Won't worry about. We'll fix that. We'll fix that. That adds a second. That doesn't. Might as well. It's free. It's fucking stupid. So he's going to come into the pit on this particular lap. We'll get him to go back onto neutral for the tyres for now. Flörsch has dropped. Oh no, she hasn't. She didn't even gain 2nd. Flörsch is in 3rd. She's got Kimball catching up with her, but she is catching up on Hildebrand. We need her to take Hildebrand, ideally. She's going to be coming in on the next lap. Yeah, so we're going to get her to go overtake. Keep on neutral. Go on, girl. Go on, girl. Go on, girl. There we go. No, that's not what I'm asking you to do, is it? We need to go conserve now for those tyres. Keep her attacking. We'll bring her in. We can just do 2 lots of softs here. We've got 19 laps remaining. We'll give her 12 laps of fuel. Parts. Might as well do those. It's stupid. It's stupid. I mean, I'm going to take advantage of it, but it's stupid. So here goes Deforney on his softs. Yellow flag. Verline has crashed, which helps Deforney out. Not so much Flörsch, who's now up to second. She's going to lose that second place, though, I should imagine. But being said, Hildebrand's coming in too, so you never know. While she's in the pit, we'll have a look at Deforney in 18th. He is catching up on whoever's in 17th, Kvyat, and Noonan. He's catching up rather quickly as well. Good. Good, it's what we need. So Flörsch goes out on soft tyres in, going to be 13th, isn't it? Might even be 14th. But we're going to put her on 17 laps. We're going to go neutral from now. Deforney's just set the fastest lap. That's good. That's good. We need that, Deforney. Where are you? You're 17th. So yeah, ahead of Kvyat, and you've got Noonan in front of you. Can you do something about Noonan for me? Of course you can. Flörsch going back up to 12th with Hinchcliffe in the pit. We've got a lot of drivers in front of us, all needing to pit soon. Any battles going on? Wemmy and Glock. Wemmy and Glock vying for 9th place. I think Wemmy's just taken it from Glock. He has indeed. Flörsch on the tail of Hildebrand. Can you do something about it? No, apparently not. Deforney, we're going to go neutral. He is up to 12th with Hawksworth behind him. Flörsch has just taken 10th. Going to take 9th from Glock. Go on. There we go. So can she pull ahead of, who's that, Ferrucci? She does. She manages to get ahead of Ferrucci. Deforney's in 8th. Now these tyres, how are we doing? We're doing okay. I need you to go high on the fuel. I need you to see out the fuel a little bit longer. Same for you, Max. So how many laps do you need on the mediums? 14 to 16. You've only got 3 to 5 laps left on these. If we get 5, we could potentially go to these softs and get 9 laps out of those. And that brings us up to the 14. I don't think we can risk it though. That's the only thing. Might be able to. We'll see how it works out. But Flörsch is up into second. Hildebrand's only a second ahead of her now. So we've got 14 laps, is it? So we can kind of push these tyres a little bit and then get onto new softs at the end and hopefully get ourselves into first. I think his tyres will probably see him out for the rest of the race. I'll be surprised if they don't. Max Deforney up into 4th. I think we're going to have to get him to take... Yeah, we're going to run out of fuel before then, so I think we're going to have to get him to take... mediums, unfortunately. I didn't really sort of look at his fuel properly. But Flörsch is sitting nicely in first. We can get her to pull away, hopefully, from Hildebrand. We've got 12 laps remaining. Yeah, I think if we get Max to do... Max comes in on this lap. We'll get him out on mediums again. I'll see him out. Give him 13 laps of fuel. Yeah. Not doing that. We'll do that, though. Lovely. So she thinks her fuel levels are low. I think she needs to shut the fuck up. Hopefully Max Deforney can get himself another position. He's got 18th in front of him. Kvyat slowing him down. Wanker. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? I bet that's Sato, isn't it? It's going to be because Kvyat is very close to Sato. That's okay. So third over there, Ferrucci. So Max is coming in for his last set of tyres. We're going to get him to go push and high on these to begin with. Flörsch, 2.9 seconds ahead of Hildebrand. If you go neutral, girl. And high. So need her to pull back on those just a touch. I need her to do one more lap after this. And then we'll finish her off on softs. Bit of a hold up with suspension. Oh well, never mind, eh? I mean, you're still in 16th, so I shouldn't complain too much. So we're going to go conserve and overtake. We'll get her to come in on this one. Finish her off on the soft. 10 laps to go. We'll give her 12 laps worth of fuel. Could fix that. No, we don't. No, we don't. Don't need to worry about fixing anything. It's just adding potential problems to the mix. Let's go high because you're going to run out of fuel, aren't you? Yeah. Thought as much. Let's go neutral now. So we know Hildebrand's going to have to come in, so we are going to lose a few positions. Not too concerned about that. Deforney up to 15th, which we expect. Ferrucci is taking the lead. He might be able to see it out on those tyres. I'm not too sure. But we do have excess fuel, so we might as well push it harder. Deforney, you've got excess fuel as well. 7 laps remaining. You're just going to push overtake and might as well just attack just for now. Flörsch needs to really catch up. No battles really. Deforney and Noonan, I guess. There's a second between them now, though. Can you please pull your finger out? Fryans and Peugeot are getting close. Flörsch is getting closer to Rossi. Let's go push on that. So Deforney's about to take 13th from Buemi, but he is giving like a lot on the engine and a lot on the tyres. He's also got the better tyres. So no, he hasn't. He's got mediums. Flörsch has just taken 7th from Rossi, and that was lovely stuff. She's catching up on Peugeot. Deforney has been lapped by Ferrucci. Hopefully he can unlap himself. I don't know how many times he's been lapped though. That's the thing. 4 laps to go. I think we can keep pushing like this, especially on the fuel. You might want to come back on the tyres. Ignore your engine. Your engine's fine. Flörsch has just set a fastest lap. Can we get her to attack harder? Let's get her to attack harder. I think she's got 6th in front of her. I might be wrong. She did have 6th in front of her. She's got 5th in front of her as well, but they're now both behind her, so... 3 laps remaining. We've got 4th not far ahead. Deforney is a long way off the pace. If we go to 10th and 11th, we've got Bell and Glock vying for position. Hopefully we can get him to catch up. Go neutral, and I think if we go push instead of attack, we might be able to see these tyres out. It looks like Flörsch is catching up on 4th place Alish in here. Has managed to get ahead of him. He's going to take 3rd from Ferrucci. Ooh. I think Dixon and Kimball will be seeing this out though. I think. Deforney... I don't know. We're not going to see him coming in for new tyres. We're going to let him conserve. I fucked up with his tyres in the last race. But Flörsch, however, has a good opportunity here to take first. She's only 3.5 seconds behind Kimball on this track. That's a lot. Especially when you've got someone getting in the fucking way. Hawksworth, what a cunt. Alright. Come on, Flörsch. That gap is down to 1.6 now. You've got Dixon in front of you. Can you just get ahead of Dixon? You're not going to take first. No, you can't. We've got a 3rd, though. If we go over to Max Deforney, I don't think he's going to gain anything here, unfortunately. He's going to sit in 12th. Better than he finished last time round, though, so I can't argue there. Flörsch got a 3rd, so... Lovely. I'm not displeased with that. I'm quite happy with that. A 3rd and a 12th. When realistically we should be... Well, we've got the worst car and 5th best drivers. So realistically we should be looking around about 8th, 7th or 8th place anyway. I think that would be like a 4th place finish. I'm not sure. I mean, that's not bad at all. I'm happy with that. Let's speed that up, get that finished with. There he is, Kimball with Chip Ganassi Racing. They've got the new fastest engine. So I'm not overly surprised by that at all. IndyCar. So Flash. Let's check these cars out. Continue. So Flash got the fastest lap, so she gets an extra 2 points there. Always good. She gets the same amount of points as Kimball. DeForney came 12th. He gets 9 points. If we go to the standings, Flash and Max DeForney have not moved. They're in exactly the same place they were. And we carry on in 5th, 11 points behind Dale Coyne. I think I think at this point we're guaranteed 8th. I think, actually, having a look, if we have a quick look, we're guaranteed 7th. We may even be guaranteed 6th. It depends on how things happen in the last race. I don't know if there are double points for the last race in this series. We'll have a quick check. I don't know. We'll have a quick look at it as soon as this loads. Load? Maybe? Quicker? Load? I don't really care about the changes here. You got a trait, so you got a podium, that's fine. We came 3rd. That's good. Yeah, podium. Lovely. How have your stats increased? Your relationship's gone up, your relationship's gone up, your stats have all increased, your stats have increased. And our marketability's gone up, and the chairman's happiness has gone up. All good. Gain money. Don't care about F1 at the minute because we're not involved in the F1 series. Fucking saving every fucking time. Just quickly, not worry about that. Standings, season count. No. General count rules. I can't see anything saying double points. So I think, without the double points, was it 20 and 19? We're guaranteed 5th now. We're only 1 point behind Dale Coyne. I said 11, didn't I? We're only 1 point behind Dale Coyne. And 8 points behind 3rd place. If we can get 3rd, that'd be nice. That'd be a decent start to this season. We'll accept the interview of Erin. Flash was running out of fuel. You're going to apologise to her. These things happen in motorsport. There you go. Just like, okay. Yeah. And our car repair's complete. There we go. That is going to be the end of today's episode, guys. Of course, if you have enjoyed today's episode, please do let me know in the comments below. Do we need to replace the drivers we've got? That is imperative now. Do we need to replace the drivers we've got? We'll get rid of those. I do need to know. Especially for next season. The other thing as well is, we've got the fire mod. I want to get onto the fire mod. I don't want to run 2 careers at the same time. Do we carry on for one more season, see if we can get into F1 for next season, and then call it a day and start on the fire mod? Let me know. If I'm going to do that though, I will make the save available to you guys, so you can carry on the career should you want to. I believe I should be able to do that. So should you want to carry on with Enigma Racing yourself, I mean, I would love to hear how Enigma Racing get on. Obviously you can show me pictures on Twitter, show me how they've got on, where you are with them. I'd love to see all that. If you've kept Max, or anything like that, if that happens. But I do want to get onto the fire mod. I'm really up for that fire mod. But yeah. Anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of today's episode. Of course, like I say, please do like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And I'll see you when I see you. Take care. Bye bye.